Hello, hello, hello. How are you? I hope you're doing well. If you're watching YouTube, and catch us live at twitch.tv/talksmountain. And if you are watching YouTube and you like to see me, like me, comment, and subscribe. Or let's see if I feel dislike and to like. Either way, I hope you have a wonderful day. And let's get into this for just a second. And I need to check sound. One sec, let's check sound. Unless someone pops in the next 5 seconds. I don't think anyone's gonna. So let me check. Let's be real, it is Christmas. Yeah, we're good. Alright. Alright, so let's just sit back, oh, hello, Dragon. Hello, Kenny. Thank you for the Lady Christmas. Because I started the day after Thanksgiving. The day after. I just figured just normal clothes. No, burnt out on the outfit after spending way too many hours in a 48-hour period getting the Christmas card done. Watch chickens. First I'm like, kitties. Nope. I don't feel the need for it today. If you guys really want me to, I can wear it again tomorrow, but, like, I just kind of wanted to chill. Right. What box would that be that? Anyway, I mean, I just was not feeling it today, to be honest. I thought about it, I just wasn't, yeah. Uh-huh. And as I said, I dedicated the last. I just felt like doing something normal. Or we're just gonna be sitting here waiting for stuff to happen. I... Wait, that's the one that... Anyway, I mean, normally I wouldn't even be streaming. I'm kind of tired, because, you know, it's all family stuff. But I'm still streaming. I guess I didn't have to. Well, because I streamed last night, I did not really sleep, so I've had altogether probably maybe 2 hours of dozing in the last 24 hours. And make that up to about 6 hours of any sort of sleep in the last 48. I would guesstimate. I see. Like I said, I realized I forgot to finish the Christmas card. It's done now, obviously. It's on the Discord, it's on the YouTube, and on the Twitter. But I just... Well, I didn't completely forget. I had an idea. I just hadn't finished. Because I was tired. I'm trying to work on everything else. Including, obviously, I'm reworking my model again for the anniversary. Yes, that's going to be in February, but still. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, that was, other than like, I had a vague idea, and the vaguest of sketches, I turned that around. I'm pretty happy with it. But like I said, I'm a little burnt out on that model, so I'm looking over, I kind of... Ooh. I can go back to doing it again tomorrow if you guys want. Just today. Ooh. I dedicate time. Anyway, but thank you. I was pretty pleased with how it came out. But that was a rush. I looked up ice skaters, ducks. It's meant to be like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but like I said, the concept was I actually for how it looked. It was fun. But yeah. A bit much. Fair enough. And the good cat. But alright. Now, obviously, as we remember from last time, we need a whole fucking lot of stuff. By the way, how is the time in the bottle doing? It's got 2-hour sword. Oh. Not this evening, but within, like, probably tomorrow starting or whatever, you know, once people are recovered enough from Christmas, it probably will start. At least how I'm guessing it will go. Usually is. Plus, it's fully repaired. I should probably see if I can't stick a breaking on this. Or if I can put it in and see if it would do anything. Can we put this in here? No. Oh well. Means I would need a book. I do have a book. breaking. See, I'm still not sure what Reaper is supposed to do. Ironically. Not that ironic, but yeah. Alright. But no, not this evening. I guarantee, though, by probably tomorrow or the day after. It'll go, and it'll just keep going. And it will not stop. Yay. Alrighty. What I should probably do is go and try and gather materials and stuff, but at the same time, if I go and try and do that, I have to wait here. Although I guess I can, in theory, claim a chunk for it to continue working, right? Utilizing this? How do we do it, though? See, I don't know how that works, though, so... Alright, maybe actually, I never really read to these. Tips. No, I think useful. I don't know how it works. I know technically, in theory, I can claim a chunk, but I don't know how I can do it, so... It's not that great. Anyway, the bigger problem is I need the materials for this. We need platinum. For that, we need platinum for everything. Come on, one more. I can't go higher than that. Oh, we just need a little bit. Right now I'm up to 40. That's 10. I need so much more. I mean, I could just, I guess, make more of these, but... 44. And then I'm down to 9 minutes of time, so I can't do anything else. Yay! Honest! Actually, like these. The thing is, it's just not fast enough to be worth it to just add more, in theory, at least. Alright? then again, it's like, but but I think I had to kill wardens to do it. My real answer is I wish I knew how to clean chunks. Maybe in here. There. Clean manager. See if we can't do like this. Alright. So hopefully in theory that'll let that keep working. I don't know, but if it does, then that lets me go and do other things as well. I don't need a lot, I just need those. Alright, so things that I'm gonna need. I probably need to go get more skulk in places. I can basically collect 1 stack. Before I have to repair, but it's fine. So we're gonna see if this does work. Well, we go claim some of this stuff. Alright. I don't think there's anything here. Welcome back. Perfect. And then I can't use it for anymore, but it's fine. And now we have to go and... Oh, I should... You know what? Wait a minute. What the heck? I mean... Not that I really need glow ink, I don't think. Right? I guess I can get normal normal ink that way. Using the mysterious alloy. Obviously we can spawn more of those guys then. Is there anything that regular ink can do? Probably not. A black dye technically is useful. Dye liquefier. Oh yeah, because it would be a little bit of each, wouldn't it? So at that point, that'd be good, but... Black dye... Routing network cable... Label gun... Confetti popper! Have fun. Nothing that I'm saying that'd be all that amazing. Yeah. I don't think there's anything specifically, but you never know, I guess. And the concept I can just kind of get some... in general is kind of funny. Alright, but we only came here for this. Alright. And now our test shall be complete. Boom. Alright, if this has in fact managed to move forward on any of these. That does seem a success. The bigger question is back here, although these wouldn't have... It's a possible success. Although it says force loaded. Claim, unclaim. Ah, okay. So, probably didn't work. So those will be loading even when I'm not here, so that's fine. I don't really need any others, it's just those. I have almost good enough for another piece of platinum. Almost. But not quite. Gotta love it. Do I have any place where I'm saving? Yes. Alright. And then I should probably also do this chunk here. Maybe both of these. There. I don't really need to repair that right now. So in theory, now all of these should just work while I'm gone, and I can then use them. But I'm not gonna really bother with the... Actually, this might be in the chunk. Yeah, it is. Oh, is it better to fragment, or is it better to... pulverize. For now, I'll probably need echo shards at some point, but... Another 4. It's gonna have to be done this way because otherwise there's just no shot that I'm gonna have. But I might go and try and collect some quartz then from the and some of the other type of quartz as well. Well, we're not here. Okay, that's platinum. Alright, so this will be a good example. If this is fully repaired by the time I get back, that'll prove it. It's not good though. My phone decided it didn't want to charge. I'm trying to see if I can't get it charged. There we go. There we go. Alright. Alright, carry this like this. Yeah. I do think this is kind of cool looking here. Mind you, I'm pretty sure it is instead just glass. Yeah. Yeah, so now you enter here and this is glass. Weird. Does it turn into normal glass around it? Huh. Weird. Yeah, that's what that is. I mean, just collecting a few here and there. Collect the stack. To blueberries to anything here, I guess. It can make Lumicine bottle. I don't know what that does. It can make fire pit. Kind of cool. Weird though. We gently fly carefully while we look at things like that. And find good spots to break. Hello, Chris. How are you? And yes, Merry Christmas. Perfect. I mean, I think you'd say Christmas. You know, at some point, maybe I should collect all the glass from one of these lakes here. Be a good way to get glass. Potentially. Anyway, we're doing some tests while we're here. This place, it looks like one almost potentially giant. What about the different types of geos? So like this one is amethyst. Alright, the one up top is something else. Or it might just be amethyst. You can see this actually is just like this, so... Actually, it might be amethyst. Kind of funny. Nope, it is in fact emerald. Fancy. Alright, so... I mean, it's going okay. I decided to start trying to claim chunks. So that I can come out here and collect materials while I'm waiting. Not that there's many materials I can collect out here, but... I figured I'd get a little bit of quartz and a little bit of... enough for at least one thing worth of, like one piece of quartz or one piece of the other. So as you can see, we have succeeded at. Technically I have the ability to make 4 of each, and if I was to work a little bit harder, I could potentially have 5 of each. Which we do need. I don't really have the ability to do that comfortably. I made 3, so that's the 5 of that kind. Where did he go? He was here and then he was gone. Okay, I have 6 quartz. Huh. Anyway, I'm specifically testing something else to see if it actually... it should work. But I've never actually tried to do it on one of these mod packs, and, you know, I've had things go wrong, so I figured let's just test it carefully and see, make sure it works. Alright, so we've been here, we haven't been back home, world. Alright. So let's go home. Alright. Yep, it does seem like it worked. That is fully healed now. Yep, that worked. Cool. Which means there's a decent chance. Yep, there's one here of this. And then here, no, but it should eventually work. But I figured out how to claim and load, have chunks load, so I'm just doing that. But obviously, I'm only doing it to try and get the materials we're gonna need. We're gonna need a lot. And the repairing tool. I don't think I keep anywhere since I don't think it charges. Yeah, well, I'm not doing this. Where? Does calcite do anything other than look pretty? It can be skystone, which we don't need. It can be pretty, and it can be pretty. Okay. Well, that's fine. Wrong one. Hiyo, Tomas. Glad to hear you're doing fine, and Merry Christmas. Yeah. Okay, so smooth basalt. Is there anything other than building? No. What about regular basalt? Or polished basalt? Gotta be one of these variants here. Wait, it's the first one. I mean, building. Fanciness, no. Okay, basalt has no use. Hmm? I don't think you've been on any streams, or at least on my streams, where I'm also talking about being in California. So I think, to be that's fair to you, Chris. You would not remember. Because you were definitely not here. Or you were asleep. Yep, either way, I think it's fine that you would not have that information. Nothing wrong with it. Let's chuck that in there like that. It is repairing, even if we can't hear it repairing half the time now. And even when we're not in, well, actually, when we're not in the chunk, it will not load, will it? So we do need to figure out where to put that. Maybe back here. But yeah, right now we're just playing the waiting game. So here's the question. Since we finished Farmopolis, probably not tomorrow, but over the weekend, do I unload Farmopolis and set up another mod pack? Or do another mod pack? Start. Alrighty. I think... One second, let me check something. I do think I have one in mind. Yeah. I think I want to do Submerged 2. It's another one of these guys' mod packs. It's Seopolis Submerged 2. We did one. It's the first mod pack other than the other one that I did. It is now actually out, so... I think it would not be bad to think about doing, potentially. Alright, 7 pieces of quartz going in. Anyway, I just think it might be nice. I guess, you know? I mean, it's just something different. You see, we do in fact have eggs. What was I gonna do with the eggs? I think it was pie, right? I was gonna do pumpkin pie. Yeah, because I have all the other ingredients back here. We have sugar in here, and we have pumpkins in here. What? It's for bone meal. That crazy amazing stuff. I need to pick a place for this, like I said. I actually, you know what we're gonna do is, because for this spot's already gonna have this here anyway. We're gonna put that there. Right now, we are just gonna heal that one. Hold on. And we're gonna wait. I do kind of feel a little frustrated. I think that's kind of, you know, at this point, yeah. Alright. Just how slow it's going. So... Because so many of the materials I need so much stuff. Part of why I wasn't... I took a break from it. We are going to work through it, but you gotta remember, like, every time we're doing this, it's going to be super, super slow. I could... potentially just sort of semi-expedite it. Alright, how far along is this? By... adding more of these, but the reality is if it doesn't decide to grow, I can't do anything about it. Same with all of this stuff. I mean, I'm fine for now. I do get the feeling, though, before the end there's a decent chance I may end up just going, you know what? Let's just give ourselves the platinum. Not because I'm, like, against doing it, but it's just literally we're just gonna be sitting here. This isn't about, like, a test of strength, like, of anything or anything like that. It's just waiting for materials that we're growing in a safe environment. Notice how I put it. This isn't me going, let's just work around it. And this is me going, yes, I could make more crystals. I could do that. But that's not my biggest issue. We already have quite a few here. Already going. It really is... There's no guarantee that one of these is going to be, like, fast enough. Time in the bottle does mitigate it somewhat. I might try to make a bunch more golden stuff and just make a time in the bottles that I'm carrying at once while I'm doing stuff. I'm just kind of sitting around and doing nothing anyway. And then we could speed up several things, in theory. But... I don't know that. I still don't understand this thing. I wish there was something that explained it. Or what it is. Oh yeah, I picked up a glowing sack. Yes, I know that. But I don't know what the point of having that is. Alright, so we have two things left to make. Inventory proxy add-on allows you to better control the items that go into the inventory. Don't really need that. Depending on how expensive. Kind of expensive for basically just being one of the last two items to do here. Anyway, it's not so much the crystal. Like, we're just sitting here waiting. But the reactor, I do want to make that. It's gonna take some doing, but we can do it. Obviously we'll end up with 4. You could then make it to bigger ones. Yeah, well, not really nuke. But see, it's still a waiting game. We're still waiting on stuff. In this case, this stuff. How's it doing? yeah, it's got through quite a bit. Like, I don't actually need these. I thought I would. I don't. These are nice to have, but again, I don't really need them. I don't know. Anyway, like I said, it's not so much material. It really does kind of fall more in line with the concept of just waiting for something to happen. Sorry. Like, even the materials I have, I've just basically been sitting in a goof. Like, I don't know what I need and what I don't. So I can have stuff going at all times, I just don't know what I want to do. Of course, the easiest thing to kind of do for the moment is... grab this. Grab one of these. Grab one of these. Alright. And then... because if I'm pretty sure what it was that it is... yeah, it's 100% chance of composting. It makes a biomass. Not really that great, but it is good for composting, because that's probably, I think it's like 8 pieces of bone meal. Probably less. We know it started at 12, so we'll see where it goes at the end. Probably only like 6. Alright. It definitely did make more than an 8, so... woo! Like 9, but... that wasn't bad! At the same time, the materials in question are kinda expensive. Yeah. How close to done is this? Nowhere near, but it's probably close enough that we can use it again. It's so large. See, we looked at... I kind of wish there was a way to upgrade. I don't think I feel as frustrating if I could, like, upgrade my crystals. Alright, right now I'm pretty sure what I'm working towards... Obviously we're working towards these, which require this. Requires a diamond one, a quartz one, or specifically a Certus quartz. And a gold one. Easy enough, right? You need one of those. The pain is this. This looks like it needs flux crystals and charged quartz crystals. And again, to kind of put this into understanding there, to get one charged Certus quartz, you need the indirect light to take out one Certus quartz block. It's 4 pieces of Certus quartz, which is 4... I see, this looks great. It's like, oh, perfect. But the thing is, you need 4 of those, right? Yeah. And then from that needs 4 along that as well. So if you figure that for each one of these, you need 2, that is a total of 8. No, 16. That's a total of 16 regular Certus quartz. Now, for our portal, we need 4. So that's 16 times 4. That is 64 per block, which means that for this, or for the portal, you'll need 640 of the Certus quartz things. Now, sure, if you use Fortune, you can get anywhere between 4 and 16. Should cut it down to 160 blocks needing to be, or of those needing to be mined around. If you're lucky, you only maybe need probably like and that is just the Certus quartz that you need for the Fluix. Not counting the part here, which is the processing unit, which also calls for 1 each time. So that's 4. But you can go like, oh, that's 1. Or no, that's still 4. That's 4 that way. Okay. Actually, no. I've done even less worth math. I need even more. It would definitely be 240. Or 640, rather. Because I forgot. I didn't even multiply by 4 again, which I would have to do so. So yeah, 640 blocks. Approximately. To get lucky, maybe I'd say, like... Three-quarters of that? You're not getting lucky enough for 320. And that's a lot. So most likely, if you're lucky with your breaking of the crystals, 481 of them need to be broken down. Just for the fluids, not even counting the processing, which in themselves already require 4 per. And again, that's 4 by 4, that's 16. That is 160 for that. So in total, you need, or with specifically fortune, if you don't get lucky, you need 760 of the clusters broken. 160 is a lot. And that's not even going into anything else that you need for it. Anyway, do you see why I'm like, maybe I just should get some materials? Or maybe, like, at some point, there's a decent chance that we might just kind of, it's going to be very frustrating. Yeah. And then for the platinum, which as you've seen as well, that calls for 9 per. Each one of these uses 1. That's 9. Right? 9 of those crystals. 9 times 4 is 36. 36, that's 360. Plus, you also need an entire block of platinum to make the glowstone, which then you need 4 of those to make an Imperium crystal, which seems to be the lighter. So that is another times 9 here, 36, and then multiplying it by 9 again for the platinum. You have all the platinum that you may need. And yes, if you're lucky, you probably have it be about 3/4 of that amount. But I think that as far as just to get to the next area, that's a bit much in the grind department. Just a bit. And the thing is, like, I could see where if you're playing it on the server, you're not playing it single player. Which this is designed more around the idea of. So I'm not, like, judging in that way. I'm just saying, though, I can see it being a little bit... Even then, it's not really because you only have so much space to, something like this going. So, yeah. And if I accidentally break a geo ore, well, I better have a backup, and I better go get more, and da-da-da. Alright, that's more than enough for now. Yeah. Anyway, point being, it's just once you start doing the math. But yes, that was 2. Basically. Of beads. But you need 9 of them to make 1 ingot. And there's no way to up the production amount of that. And that's kind of where I end up going, I feel like there should be something like that. It might seem crazy, but I just... Yeah, that's kind of where I end up going. if instead of finding liquid glass, if it was instead the liquid of the stuff, I could actually see that, especially in Crystal Lore. And then having that be the Certus quartz, then yeah, you still need to get the quartz. You can have a decent alternative to... Let's see. That is enough for one Certus quartz and one regular quartz. And again, that's just kind of where I end up going, it's a lot of nothing. And again, yes, I could try and set up more, but it just is... The irony is, the only material that's easy to get in this pack, for this whole thing, is diamonds. Yes, I could use that sort of for trying to get the stuff, but not really. Maybe this is the... Yeah. So right now we have 9 platinum ingots. That is less than a quarter. That is 1 block's worth. And yeah, basically it's enough to make 1 glowstone. I think another way that would have been nice to handle it would have been something akin to villagers or something. Or maybe something you can find, like maybe instead of it being the pillager, it's the other thing. Rather, it's like some sort of thing that drops some sort of crystal. Something that is a creature that potentially drops either Certus quartz fragment or platinum fragments or something like that, and it depends on your luck. But that gives me would give me a reason to actually hang around in Crystal Lore, especially after dark. There's really no reason, because they just don't give anything, and they're not really that great. If they were, that would be something else, but they really aren't. And I still haven't figured out what I'm supposed to do with this. I'm trying to figure out what my cat's doing. I can hear him. I'm not sure what he's doing. That's not my cat. Not Good. That's good. Or maybe not bad. Hey. Well, like I'm hearing a crunch sound. That doesn't seem like the thing. I don't know. I don't know if fans are. I should probably check that actually. One sec. Yeah. I wish I had a way to check if it's working or not. Great. Great. Not great. We'll go a little bit longer, but not much. That's got me nervous. No, I know. I just try to give it an extra bit. Yeah. No, it's not cat sounds. The sounds I thought were cat sounds is the computer. So, yeah. Um, hmm. I'm not sure. I actually do think I probably need to finish here. What do you guys want me to do tomorrow? Let's just decide that, and then I'm gonna probably finish because I'm gonna try and see what's going on with that. We'll pick something random for a thumbnail. Maybe you. Oh, we could do Power Wash Simulator. That's fine. That'll do. Anyway, let's just say I realized that is actually it's not really that great. I learned it from you. Annoying that it just does follow you. Maybe that's not the best answer. Maybe. Yeah, it makes a point. Like this. Anyway, I just realized that the There's a certain sound missing, and along with the kind of cat cleaning itself kind of sound. It's got me a little concerned. I'm gonna probably restart the computer and just see what the heck. But, yeah. It seems fine, mind you, to be clear. Other than that, like, everything feels like it's not like it's overheating or anything. It's just... not a good sound. But hopefully it's just like... Yeah, anyway. So I'm gonna say that this is probably a good place to finish. I know I've only gone for about an hour, but yeah, I want to make sure everything's okay with the computer, and beyond that, yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day slash night slash whatever it is for you. I'm sorry I'm cutting it a bit short, but you know what I mean? I managed to get an hour on Christmas. But, yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day slash night slash whatever it is for you. Thank you for popping in, thank you for sticking around, and, yeah. Bye-bye!